Imagine you are having an important conversation with someone you care about deeply, a conversation that could shape your relationship and their sense of self for years to come. How do you approach it with warmth, respect, and genuine understanding? These principles are especially important when we talk about personal identities. When discussing sexual orientation, the general rules revolve around three core pillars: creating a safe and affirming environment, prioritizing active and empathetic listening, and respecting individual journeys and timelines. These pillars ensure that the conversation builds connection and understanding, rather than creating distance. Why are these rules so crucial? Because sexual orientation is a deeply personal aspect of identity, intertwined with a person's sense of self-worth and belonging. A safe and affirming environment means the person feels loved, accepted, and free from judgment, which is foundational for open communication. Without this safety, they might feel the need to hide or suppress who they are, leading to isolation and distress. Prioritizing active listening shows you are truly engaged and value their perspective, rather than imposing your own ideas or expectations. This builds trust and encourages them to share more openly. Lastly, respecting individual journeys means acknowledging that understanding one's sexual orientation can be a process, and it is unique for everyone. There is no right or wrong timeline, and our role is to offer support, not to rush or dictate their path. So, how do we put these principles into practice? First, prepare yourself by reflecting on your own understanding of sexual orientation and any biases you might unknowingly hold. Education is key, so familiarize yourself with terms like gay, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, and asexual, understanding that sexual orientation describes who a person is attracted to, while gender identity describes their internal sense of self. Second, choose a private and comfortable setting where you both feel relaxed and can speak without interruption. Start by expressing your love and support, making it clear that your goal is to understand and affirm them. Then, truly listen more than you speak. Ask open-ended questions like, "How are you feeling about this?" or "What does this mean to you?" and avoid assumptions. Validate their feelings, even if you do not fully grasp them immediately, and reiterate your unconditional love. An insider tip for these conversations is to remember the affirmation loop. This means that every time they share something, you respond with acceptance and positive reinforcement. For instance, if they say they are bisexual, you might respond with, "Thank you for sharing that with me. I love you, and I'm here for you." This positive feedback loop strengthens their confidence and reinforces your support. Also, understand that sexual orientation is distinct from gender identity. Someone might be a gay man, a lesbian woman, or a bisexual non-binary person. Keeping these distinctions clear helps foster a more nuanced and accurate understanding. Ultimately, discussing sexual orientation with care and intention is about fostering deeper connections and ensuring that every individual feels seen, valued, and loved for exactly who they are. By creating a space of safety, listening actively, and honoring their personal journey, you empower them to embrace their authentic self, strengthening the bonds of trust and affirmation within your family. It is an investment in their well-being and your relationship.
If you're into this, like, subscribe, and drop a comment.